It does show a pattern that the Biden family was receiving money directly from China. And the question I have, Sean, is what were they doing in return for that money?
Well, that's James Comer. His job is Oversight Committee as members are reviewing 14 years of documents they received from Hunter Biden bank records. Chairman of the House Oversight Committee, James Comer out of Kentucky, is with me now. And, sir, good morning to you. Thank you for your time and for being here today. I want to try and clear up a few matters. You were on with Sean last night, okay? So you have received through Bank of America thousands of these records that go back 14 years. One of them includes an associate by the name of Rob Walker. And you said last night that 2 months after Joe Biden left the office of the vice president, so that's January, February, March of 2017, I'm guessing?
Yes.
Around that time, he received a $3 million wire from two people directly associated with the CCP in Beijing. What is that all about, sir? You made the claim. What did you discover?
Well, we discovered that they got a $3 million wire 2 months after Joe Biden left office. And then the very next day, from that account, that Walker account that appears to be a pass-through account, then they started wiring money to Biden family members, plural. And there were 3 different Biden family members that received a cut from that $3 million, including a new Biden family member that's never before been included in any of these investigations. So our question is, what exactly did they do to receive that money? What was the purpose of that $3 million wire? Now, that's just the first wire that we've actually been able to obtain bank records on. There are many, many more.
Okay, you put your finger on it there a second there. Okay, you said, what were they doing in return for that money? Do you have an answer?
I do not. But, the media says, well, this is a Hunter Biden investigation. This is an investigation of Joe Biden, and we're investigating the Biden family. And again, after this new batch of information, it expands. There are more family members involved in this than just the president's son. And what they've said in the media, oh, this was for business. We can't identify any business. It appears it went into their personal accounts. So if China's investing with the Bidens in a business, we can't find any business. They don't manufacture anything. They don't sell anything. They don't own any real estate. We don't know what the business is. My theory is it's influence peddling. And if so, then that's wrong. That's what we call a foreign agent. There are rules with who could be foreign agents, and you have to be registered to be foreign agent. So, the question is, what were the Bidens doing to receive these massive amounts of money from China? Now, we have the first wire, and we've traced it from China to the Biden family members. We have many more to obtain.
Okay, so 2 more points here in the time we have left. You said another name popped up. Whose name is that? Are they a relative directly tied to the family?
Well, they're a Biden. I'm not going to disclose that new name because that really changes things, because what we assumed was this was just about the president's son and 2 brothers. But now there's a new name that's emerged. So, and they are a Biden. So we've got a problem here with respect to trying to determine what exactly this family was doing to receive these transactions from China.
This is important.
And I think every American should be concerned about that. This is an issue of national security.
Yeah, let's see where it goes, okay? It's been 5 years, and what do we have for it? 5 years, long time to investigating. Apparently, you have found suspicious activity reports, and you've been assured by the bank that they're going to give you that information. So what that reveals, I do not know. The ranking member on your committee, Jamie Raskin, says this: I fear this wildly overbroad subpoena suggests that your interest in this investigation is not in pursuing to find facts or informing public legislation, but conducting a dragnet of political opposition research on behalf of former President Trump, meaning you're doing the work for President Trump potentially as a candidate. What would you say to your fellow Congressman, Jamie Raskin?
I'm very disappointed that Raskin would issue that letter. He issued it late Sunday night. Obviously, he was working in conjunction with the White House. This is the second time the White House has pulled a prank after 10 o'clock at night so they can have the first story in the morning. I haven't spoken to Donald Trump since he left office. I don't even know who Donald Trump's attorneys are. In that letter, he accused me of working with Donald Trump's attorneys. That is not true. And Jamie Raskin owes me an apology, But really, at the end of the day, the purpose of that letter was to leak to the press that I had subpoenaed Bank of America 2 weeks ago. That was the purpose of the letter. And he just threw in, a bunch of other false accusations. It's very disappointing that Jamie Raskin would stoop to that level. And that's one reason why we don't take the ranking member seriously in our quest to get to the truth of what exactly the Biden family was doing with our adversaries in China.
Okay, we will see where the next chapter leads. James Comer, thank you for your time.